Welcome back to Grimmy Eat World. Meal number 3. We got a request to do pizza rolls and barbecue sauce. So we're doing pizza rolls and barbecue sauce. I decided to throw in a little bit of cheese because it's just an excuse to eat cheese, really. I got this box because this box was $12 and literally any grocery store carried a bag of 100 for $13, so I made probably a big mistake is what I did. I probably should have just paid the extra $2 to do 100 pizza rolls. But here we are. Another week of mistakes, I suppose. This meal, I'm going to talk a little bit about my rating system and how I rate food, because I've really never gone over that. I've just kind of been rating stuff. So, just so everybody's on the same page with my rating system, that's what I'm going to talk about this meal. So I'm going to crack open the soda and we're going to get started. Today's soda is the Coke Zero Sugar Cherry. I'm hoping this one's better, a little bit better than the Pepsi. But I guess we'll find out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a pour for the camera without making a mess. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. All right, it sounds like the neighborhood is done doing fireworks, so we should be good for a meal. I'm done wasting time. We're gonna get started. I do think the Coke Cherry Zero Sugar is better than Pepsi. All right, here we go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. We're gonna find out. Well, there is your pizza roll. It doesn't look too flashy, but it certainly tastes nice. I'm gonna enjoy myself, I think. All right, well, barbecue sauce was the request. So, I've never done this before, so we'll see how it is. That's not bad. This is my first time having that. I normally don't really eat sauces, to be honest. Aside from like ranch on wings and stuff. As a thing to keep calories down, I just kind of avoided sauces, really. What I will say is it's pretty nice. I like that barbecue sauce. That barbecue sauce is only like $4.50 for the whole bottle. The cheese was only $3.50 for the whole can. So calories weren't too bad. Obviously, I was shooting for the lower calorie ones because I'm on the cutting phase. That's all right, but I know this is gonna be great because it's cheese. So this is what I'm here for. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the winner. Just can't beat cheese, man. You just can't beat cheese. Now, these are barely staying on this tray, so I'm trying to be a little careful. All right, so let's start talking about my rating scale. Now, so I commonly do a 1 through 10, but that can easily be translated into a 1 to 100, and it could also be equivalent to an A, B, C, D ranking, with A being 90 to 100 or 9 to 10, B being 80 to 90, 8 to 9, and so on, down to everything below 50 is failing. And as I start explaining, that'll make a little bit more sense. But essentially, as long as it's above that 50, I'm okay with eating it. It's good enough to eat anyway. So basically, my edible foods is almost like a 5-point scale. But I do want to do some special segments in the show at some point. So there will be room for things below 5. However, I'm not going out and paying money for things below a 5, at least not on purpose. So let's eat a little bit of pizza rolls, and I will start at 0 and work my way up. I don't want to do ones that'll make these slide off. Oh man, this could be exciting. Ugh. Oh yeah. Mm. Mm. I am so excited to be getting cheese in. Thank you for this request. Oh man, this is great. All right, so 0. 0 is basically just things I will not eat under any circumstance for any reason at all, ever. There is no 0 to 1 section. It's either 0 or it's 1 and above, up to 10. 0 is basically excrement. Like, I'm not going to eat, doo-doo, basically. That's it. If it's not doo-doo, it's not 0, essentially. So that's your 0. Now your 1, what is 1? If 0 is doo-doo, well, 1 would be something like maybe a dirt or a rock, like not like salt, not that kind of rock, but just like a rock outside on gravel. That would be 1. Should I be eating it? No. Can I eat it? Yeah. That's where 1 is. And 2 is in a similar section, but like 2 is something I probably shouldn't be eating, but maybe it has flavor. So maybe we're talking like 2 is like grass, sticks. Like it's probably not good to eat it. Probably doesn't taste good, but it has to have more flavor than dirt and stones, right? This is fantastic, man. What have I been doing all my life? Oh man, what a wonderful day. All right, so 3. 3 is where you're in like definitely edible food, but like this is like, you left a cookie, like a sheet of cookies baking all day, forgot to take them out, and they come out the same color as the Coke. Is it enjoyable? No. Is it food? It might still have a little bit of flavor left, but it's probably not worth eating at all. You know, super burnt, like raw things that aren't meant to be raw. Like this is probably where raw chicken is, in the 3 to 4 area. But like, I'm pretty sure I would rather eat raw chicken than grass, maybe. It depends. But yeah, 3 to 4 is basically just like, it's ruined. Whatever you were going for is not, that's not it anymore. Maybe like trying to eat all I can really think of is like burnt right now, but that's kind of what we're looking at. Things like that. And then your 4 to 5s is, you know, more minor disaster has occurred. A little bit of overcooking, a little bit of undercooking. Things that you would, you know, fix, possibly. Mm. 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 I was having such a good time, I forget what numbers I was on. And I'm at 5 now, right? Yeah, 4 to 5 is basically screwed up, but not destroyed or ruined. The best thing I can suggest about 5, like literally 5 on the dot, not 5 point this, or exactly at 5, is where I would place something like a saltine cracker. A saltine cracker, is there any reason I would go out and try to eat just a saltine cracker by itself? Absolutely not. No way. Is there anything wrong with the saltine cracker by itself? No. It's exactly what it's meant to be. It's exactly what it is. There's nothing really wrong with it. But like, it's not like it's something that I ever would have on my mind to be like, you know what, I could go for a saltine cracker. Absolutely not. No. There's no flavor in it. It just tastes like salt. I'd literally rather grab a handful of salt than go purchase saltine crackers. So that's a 5. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But do I want to eat it? No. No. I think that's the perfect description of what 5 on the dot is. Mm. 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 I'm scared to work on that bottom section because I don't want to remove one and it just be an avalanche onto the table in front of me. I probably would be safe now, but I'm too scared to risk it. Mm. 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 Okay, where are we at here? So moving forward to like above 5 in the 6s area, 6 to 7 maybe. So like 5.1 to like the higher 6s. We're talking about everything here is good. Everything is made correctly. Everything came out okay, but like it's also like nothing special. It's not really in. This is where a lot of like personal preference starts to come in. But like anything from like the low 5s to like the mid 6s are things that I would probably regret eating and wasting my saved calories on. Now it's hard for me to really think of anything because I very rarely get stuff that's in this level. But like the things that come to mind are things like shortbread cookies, like the Chessmen, the Pepperidge Farm Chessmen. Like it's a cookie. I'll eat it and I will enjoy it, but like only if it's like, oh, somebody bought just those for like a movie night or something. It's like, okay, well, I can still eat them and enjoy them. Popcorn is in this area. Like, I don't think popcorn is that great. Like just standard popcorn. Cheddar popcorn is a little bit different. Caramel corn maybe. But yeah, popcorn isn't really one of my favorite things. Like this is kind of the area that would be where it's like, the only saving grace about popcorn is it's not that many calories, so I'm not wasting that many on it. But that's about your 5s into the up to the mid 6s. generally thought of as a mistake, even though it's made the way it's meant to be made. Okay. Where are we at? All right, as you're about in the sevens is like very average. Sevens is kind of where your standard like sugar cookies and stuff like fall. Sevens is where, I don't know, like a spaghetti and meatballs, like nothing fancy, would fall. Like, it's very good, but very basic. It's like average, which like if you take the 5 point from the 5 to 10 where the food is edible, it falls in the middle. Like, it's nothing special. I'm not mad that I ate it. It's good. It's just right in that middle zone, which also makes sense. 75, that would end up being the grade of C. So like, you see how it all kind of aligns. Here 70 to 80 is the grade C, very average, very basic. Nothing flashy, but also pretty good still. I'll tell you what, I'm ready for dessert. I wish there was dessert. All right, now, as you're approaching into the 80s, the higher, basically, yeah, your 80s, your B. This is really good. Things that are, 8 points something in your 80th percentile, like these are very good. It's hard to think of examples because it's, very, very specific situations. But like generally, crumble falls into the 80s. Like even, well, I think on average, like 80s is where crumble goes. There's usually room for improvement, but like it's like they're phenomenal. Like things that are in the B are like phenomenal. Because basically once I hit 8.5 and up, I'm being needlessly picky about things. Because like if it's already that good, I might as well be nitpicky about it. And usually that's why I start focusing on things like what was the target? Like what was the aim of this food? And did it hit the mark? And an example of that was from the other week, the s'mores brownie from Crumble. That fell into the 8s because I feel like it didn't have enough s'mores flavor. Even though if you just handed me that brownie and said rate this on flavor, I easily would have given that into the 9s. But because it was meant to be a s'mores brownie, they didn't give me a s'mores brownie. They gave me something that tasted like a good brownie. And that's why it was an 8. I'm pretty sure it was like an 8.9, I think I gave it. Like, it was good. These bottom ones are hard. The bottom tray actually cooked quicker. So all these bottom ones are a bit crunchy. Yummy. All right. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't think the barbecue sauce is going to be any good for me anymore. At this point, the sweetness level is just not good for me. I'm hoping the cheese pulls me out of the situation here. I don't know. My palate is officially done with barbecue sauce. So I know it was requested of me to do the barbecue sauce, but that's why I tried to kind of load it up early. Because I knew I would get to a point where it wasn't going to work anymore. I think cheese is my only hope right now, to be honest with you. Maybe I should have taken it easy on the cheese. Okay. So 90 to 100. 90 to 100 can basically be thought of as perfect. Like, it's all top of the line. You're getting what they set out for. Everything came through. Everything is good. It's of my personal taste, obviously. And basically, anywhere from 9 to 9.9 is just nitpicking. I'm just picking out things that could be done better. But like, basically, yeah, anything above like 9.5 is basically perfect. That's exactly what I would want out of it. It's fantastic. Usually involves a little bit of imagination. I know chocolate chips don't, but I like chocolate chip cookies. And there's probably never going to be a 10 out of 10. I just don't foresee doing that. Just because there is always something better. Somewhere. As a matter of fact, if there ever is a 10 out of 10, I probably have been threatened to to give the rating. So if there's ever a 10 out of 10, be suspicious of something, of foul play, or maybe advertiser. Probably not. I don't think I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know how advertising works or anything, but I'm assuming that they want you to give a good rating. But it's like I don't know if I'm even if I'm being paid money to review something. Like I'm gonna review it. But I'm easy to please, so like I can't imagine somebody giving me a product to review and me not like disliking it, like giving it a 5 or less. Like probably not going to happen. I might have went a little bit too big tonight. I will say, the cherry Coke is like the perfect sidekick tonight. Like I don't think I could have gotten a better drink than the cherry Coke. I just gotta be very careful to only drink it sips at a time. I don't want to overfill on soda because I think I can do this. As long as I have enough cheese and I don't overdo the soda. But I have to play this game just perfectly at this point. The one thing I will say is these ones being hard is really slowing me down. Because it's like chips. Like it's not going to do the same type of damage that chips do. But like the hard corners are starting to definitely irritate the mouth. What do you think we got here? We have maybe one serving left of pizza rolls, maybe two. I don't know what the servings are. I think the serving might only be 6 rolls, to be honest. Not a lot. Actually. While I'm still going, I'm going to get a couple more close-ups. All right. All right. I don't think I can do triple stacks anymore. They're just getting too hard. I'm pretty sure we're going to do it at this point. I'm having a hard time chewing them though. Crispy corners are giving me a hard time. I'm gonna give the barbecue sauce another shot. It came back around a little bit. All right. I'd say we probably had about a liter of cola. I'm just not even going to worry about just drinking it, because I know I'm going to be drinking it with the rolls. I always got to remember to relax. Sometimes when I start getting full, I get uptight. It ruins the whole game. Just got to relax. I do wish I had more cheese. Apparently cheese never gets old, from what I'm seeing. I do have another can, but this is enough to get each one of those a little bit cheesed up. All right. All right, well, we're about to do our last run of rolls. You guys now have a better understanding of my rating scale. I'm sure it makes more sense why nothing is really below a 6. Well, I guess also I don't really go for anything below a 6. But you know a little bit about the rating system, so a lot of you will be informed. And I'm going to finish these pizza rolls. Here we go. All right. The soda is so refreshing. I'm glad I can drink it freely now. Wonderful. I don't need any of that. I could go for dessert. I probably saved 300 calories or so. I don't think I have anything anywhere near here that's 300 calories. Do I? Actually, nah. I'm in the cutting phase. I'm not eating anymore. I'm not eating anymore. Okay. 5 pounds of pizza rolls, 1 pound of cheese, a liter of cola, a little bit of barbecue sauce. I definitely didn't eat that much barbecue sauce. I did a number on it, it looks like. But maybe a half pound or so. Nah. It was good. I enjoyed the pizza. I've been craving pizza, so that worked out. It definitely doesn't hit like a real pizza though, but there's actually a bunch of pizzas coming around the corner for requests, so I just got to stick it out for that. I'm just going to hold off because I'm pretty sure at this point, I've been requested to do like 3 pizzas, I think. Well, I guess they're pizza places. I don't necessarily have to get pizza, but we're gonna. But this has been a fantastic cheat day. I think everything went rather well. I'm excited about it anyway. But I know this particular cheat day, I calculated finishing this and it came out to like just over 18,000. I did not calculate the sugar-free vanilla McDonald's coffee that I got and the vanilla flavoring in the Dunkin' coffee. So my calories will not be exactly accurate. I mean, they're never accurate anyway. Like the charts that I get mine, like the Dunkin' Donuts charts, like it's all averages, but I know that the logging that I did is going to be off by, 50 to 100 maybe, from not knowing how many calories are in the sugar-free, because I know for a fact that when I got that McDonald's one, she put way more pumps in than whatever comes out to 5 calories, because that was the sweetest sugar-free flavoring I've ever had in my life. Ever. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed myself actually, but that's besides the point. So my calories are slightly off, but it came out to 18,001. So pulling this back, it's probably gonna be somewhere in the 17 sevens maybe. If I were to guess, probably 17 sevens after I calculate it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Had 3 good meals. Got through 3 good meals. Got through the last meal, which this is about what I thought I was getting into with the orange cream. But I did not account for a few of the items. Like the sodas, didn't account for those for the orange or cream. So that was an extra over 2 pounds that I had to deal with that I did not think about, which brought that total from like 6 pounds to 8 pounds. So yeah, the orange cream was just like super mistakes on my part. But today was good. Today worked out. Everything went according to plan. Everything was good. I would say aside from crumble, everything was on the more average side. Probably give these, I'm going to say a solid 8. Like these were satisfying. The cheese was satisfying. The barbecue sauce was satisfying in the beginning. Like I'm going to give this meal a solid 8. It did its job. It was very good. But like I know there's like real pizza that I still am jonesing for a little bit. But I'm gonna get myself cleaned up and probably ready for bed. I don't know what time it is. I don't know how long I've been going, but I am probably gonna slug this soda, and it's probably going to lead to me not feeling good. So I'm gonna try not to. But normally once I get thirsty from all the salt and start drinking to quench the thirst never goes away. I just drink until I literally fill myself. But that's my burden to bear, I suppose. I hope everybody has a good week. The people who watch the Uncut channel, it's only going to be a couple days. But I'll see you guys for the next cheat day. You enjoy yourself. Enjoy your week. What in the world will I eat next?